Let me show you just how easy it is to make projects on your Cricut using an iPhone. Hey crafty friends, I'm Sarah, and today with Creative Fabrica I'm going to show you how to start creating Cricut projects using your phone. This tutorial is perfect for beginners or anyone who has only used Cricut Design Space desktop in the past and is unsure how the app works. And I'm just going to give you an overview of all the different features, where you can find them and what they're used for. And then we'll also make this vinyl decal project as well, so I can show you the process from start to finish. So by the end of this video, you should be confident enough to start creating your own projects on your phone. And make sure you do stick around until the end, because I'm also going to share a bonus tip with you. I'm going to show you how to install fonts on your phone so that you can take your projects to the next level. So let's get started. So if you haven't already, download the Cricut Design Space app from the App Store, open it up, click sign in, and then either create an account if you don't have one already, or sign in to your existing one. Then you may also need to click Machine Setup to pair your machine with your phone. Just choose the machine you have, click Continue, make sure your machine is switched on, and it should pop up here. If it doesn't, you may need to go to your phone settings to manually connect it within the Bluetooth menu. Once it is connected, it will ask you if you want to do a test cut, so feel free to follow the instructions and do that if you want to. Otherwise skip and you'll be taken to the Cricut homepage. To open a new canvas, click this cross button and click Blank Canvas. As you can see, there is nothing on screen, but you can just click the cross again to add something. The first on the menu is Images. These are only available to either purchase or get as a subscription through Cricut Access, but you do not have to do that. I'll show you what you can do instead a little bit later in the video. Then we have shapes. There are various free ones to choose from. Under that we can add text, and you can see now that there are multiple options across the bottom. These are all the features you can use to edit your text. So if you click Operation, you can change from basic cut to pen if you want to use the pen tool, or print and cut if you want to make stickers or a printed project. You can change the colour here. You can change the font. Again, these Cricut ones are either paid for or part of the Access subscription, but if you click across to System, you can use ones that are installed on your phone. And I'll show you how to add this one at the end of the video. You can resize using these numbers, or you can just drag the wording in or out. Then there are various other functions like curve, and letter spacing and line spacing to add more or less space between your wording. You can also flip. I would recommend trying each one and seeing what it does to get a better understanding for yourself. Now if I add a shape, you can see there are a lot less options down the bottom, and that's because these are the only functions that you can use to edit the shape. But that changes when I select both at the same time. So first I want the wording above the heart. To do that, I need to click the Layers button in the top here, and I need to click Edit and then drag the wording above the heart here to move it. And then I can hide those to show the bottom panel again. Just drag over both of them to select both, and you can click Align to align both things together. I'm going to center horizontally. When you click Combine, there are various options in here. You can exclude to remove the wording from the heart, intersect to turn the wording into the same color as the heart, subtract is similar to exclude, then unite and weld will unite the whole thing together. The only difference is unite is reversible. Again, play with these to get a better understanding, and you can always click undo at the top to undo the last thing you did. Then there is also slice, which will slice the wording out of your shape, but will give you all of the sliced sections. The more projects you make, the more you will figure out which function to use and when. Now if we were to click make at this point, because the design is set to basic cut, when I click make, it will just cut the outline of the shape, and it will separate these into two mats because they are two different colours. If, however, I wanted to print this as a design and then cut, I would need to go back, select both, and hit Flatten to do this. Then when you click make, it will add it to a printed sheet, and your machine will cut around this heart shape after printing. When it prints, it will also have black lines added, and that is what your machine will use to read where it needs to cut. Another thing in this menu is layouts. You can add these as a template if you're making something like a t-shirt and want to know what size to make it and how it will look. Then we also have the upload feature, which is what you can use instead of relying on the Cricut Access subscription. And you can either take a photo straight from your phone, use one from your camera roll, or you can upload a file. So let's go across to Creative Fabrica on my phone browser and find a design to use. I'm just going to the graphics section and I want to find a really simple design that I can cut out in vinyl like this. And this has both a PNG and SVG file included, which is perfect. So I just hit download and again, and you can click this arrow at the bottom to go straight to your downloads folder. Click on it to unzip and open up the folder to check the files are all there. Go back to Design Space, hit the cross, upload, browse files and find your files in the download folder. If you hold down and click get info, you can check the file type, and if you upload a PNG or JPEG, it will take you to a screen like this. If it has a background you need to remove, you can click on select and click on the bits you want to delete, or you can also use the erase function. Then you can either upload that as a single layer, which is good for vinyl decals and iron on vinyl, anything that you want to cut out as a shape, or flat graphic, which is best for things like stickers and anything you want to print and cut. Name your file and upload. Then if you click on layers, you can see it is just one single layer, and if you click make, it will be all as one on your mat too. But I want to do mine in 2 different colours. So let's go back and upload the SVG file instead. This time it uploads it instantly, and when you click on layers, you can see it has separated each letter and a flower onto a separate line. And you can just click this button to ungroup them all. And I'm going to change the colour of the flower. However, if you click make from here, it will jumble up all of the letters. So what you need to do first is go back and select anything you want to stay together and hit attach. Or you can combine and unite as well. Then the last thing I need to show you is the style function. You can use the offset button in here to add an outline around your wording. And this is good if you want to make double layered projects, or if you want to make stickers, in which case you would need to select all and flatten like we did before. Then there is also the sticker feature, which is only accessible to Cricut Access users, which does the same as the offset really, but it gives you specific cut settings for either a kiss cut, which cuts stickers you can peel, or a die cut, which cuts right through the backing and gives you individual stickers. Then there is also warp in here too, which lets you warp your wording. Again, you can only access this with a subscription. I'm just going to make a vinyl decal though, so I can leave it as it is without an outline. Then when you click make, you can either select on mat if you're using a cutting mat, or without mat if you're using Cricut Smart Vinyl and placing it straight into your machine. If you're using a mat, zoom in on this section to see how much vinyl you will need to add in order to cover your design. And you can click at the top here if you're cutting multiple colours and want to see all of your mats. Then click next and choose your cut setting. There are various different options. I tend to use the premium outdoor vinyl setting for most of my standard permanent vinyl. And now it's just a case of adding vinyl to your cutting mat, using the arrow button to insert into the machine and pressing go once it starts flashing. Then that will cut the vinyl. Then repeat for any other layers. Remove from the mat, peel the vinyl away from the outside of the design, then use a weeding tool to remove any in-between bits. Then you can add transfer tape to that, flip it over, peel the backing paper away and add to your item. Then remove the transfer tape. Then add any other layers and it's done. And now let me show you how to install fonts on your phone so you can take your projects to the next level. I'm just going back to Creative Fabrica to look for a font. Let's go with this one. Just click and download. Then you will also need an extra app for this. I use iFont. So download that too and open it up. Then click import and import from files and click on the folder you have just downloaded. Find it in the list and install. Then click allow and it will walk you through the steps you need to take within your phone settings. Go across to your phone settings, find the profile and install in there. Then when you go back to Design Space, add text and look in your fonts. Then it should be in your system fonts section ready for you to use. Obviously, only ever do this using fonts from trustworthy sites like this. So there we go. This obviously doesn't cover everything you can make and do with a Cricut using your iPhone, but hopefully it has given you a good enough overview that you now feel confident that you could create your own projects using your Cricut and your iPhone. Are you going to be making your next project on your phone, or are you still more of a desktop person? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share with all of your crafty friends. Until next time, happy crafting!